welcome to live stream. Our little semi, daily, weekly journey into live art, live drawing, all that fun stuff. And today we're going to be doing some live drawing, some stuff in the vein of food fight. Should be fun. And, if you join me today, I appreciate it. If not, hey, you can catch us on the replay. And we always try to make it fun or interesting. Yeah, so today we're going to work on a couple of commissions. I've been wanting to do this cheesy little Caesars type card. And somebody went in on that. So I am glad that somebody is supporting the drawings. So feel free, if you are in the chat, to say hello. And, we'll get this started. Start a few seconds early, and we'll see how today's chat goes. The one thing, hey, Trenton, what's up, man? Yeah, we're working on your stuff today, so that's going to be fun. Cheesy Caesar, you are what you eat. And then we're going to do Cooper if we got some time today. And if you got some time, feel free to give the video an upvote. Feel free to say hello in the chat. Mr. Houdini, how's it going? I'm very hopeful today we don't have any any technical difficulties, So I'm thinking we'll be all right. So we'll see. How are you guys doing? Today we're gonna go watch Godzilla versus Kong at the movie theater, so that's exciting. I'm a big fan of King Kong, so that's gonna be fun. Thankfully, I have not been spoiled. Oh yeah. So, just to catch everybody up on what happened. Yesterday, we kept having technical issues. And by the end, my camera just died. But yeah, I kept drawing, and then Spacey Stacy got done. So I think it came out pretty cool. You guys can be the judges of that. I think it came out pretty nifty. What do you guys think? I think we got some good reflections on there, and all the multiple eyes and everything. Thanks, man. Yeah, so the camera's charged up. Haven't had any internet issues, and yeah, so we're pretty much set here. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, so today we're celebrating everybody's favorite food, pizza. And I'm not going to lie, I have a very soft spot in my heart for Little Caesars Pizza. It is my favorite pizza chain. Oh, it's Mr. Houdini on my new channel. Ah, good one, Bobby. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's closer to your name on your card, so I think it's better for branding. The Bobby B. What's funny is they didn't give Little Caesar or Cheesy Caesar any hair, so it kind of looks like Atom Bomb, just kind of cosplaying as Little Caesar, which I don't have a problem with. I was a store manager there and actually met my wife there. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, growing up, Little Caesars was like the closest pizza store to where I was growing up. So we would always go there, and then it got to be a thing where we would always go after karate practice on Fridays. You know, I also have good memories of a Pizza Hut we would go to on the weekends, but really it's Little Caesars. It's like, oh, karate's over, we're gonna get pizza, hooray! I also love that his toga is a giant pizza. And this is literally one of the most clever characters in Food Fight, I swear. So other news, there's a good chance actually that we're going to be bringing back the real kids stock. Since I got a little bit more clarification, but I'm gonna keep the occulto back, but I'm gonna start using these as like chase ones, I think, to make it a little bit more rarer. I don't know. It's still in the air right now, so I'm just thinking about it like I'm Canadian. Although, because they might be able to get like that logo on this kind of paper, which would be ideal. But we'll see. I'm not totally sold on it because I really like this logo, the occulto. I think it pops, especially when there's a sketch on there. Hey, it's Mr. Kimball. How's it going, man? Pretty good. Just doing some sketching today. All right, let's get some cheese on this pizza. Two Bobbies for the price of one. I know, he's omnipresent now. All right. But yeah, I strongly recommend Little Caesars Pizza if you're gonna go to the chain route. You're getting some yellow energy going here. Cheese. Zap packs. It's funny now how like every other chain is doing like a Detroit style pizza thing. And it's like, who started it first, guys? Alright, what else have you guys got going on this weekend? Like I said, I'm gonna check out Godzilla vs. Kong in a few hours. We have HBO Max, but you know what? It's one of those things where like we wanted to see this in a theater because I support monster violence on the biggest screen possible. If we can't have monster violence, where have we gone as a society? Am I right? Alright, now we're going to get some pepperonis in here and some sauce effects. I also like that the back of this card says you are what you eat, you know? It's Like, yes, I would like to be hot and ready at all times. Then after this one, we're gonna do Cookie Cutter Cooper. Best monster film on big screen was Pacific Rim for me. Epic. I know. Pacific Rim is our favorite monster movie too. I hated the sequel, Pacific Rim Uprising, because it's totally like bad Power Rangers. Although we did watch the animated series on Netflix, Pacific Rim the Black, and that's actually pretty good. Like the animation is really done well, and the story is pretty interesting. So I recommend that. I also hated how they made Charlie the bad guy in the Pacific Rim Uprising. I was like, dude, what's your problem? It's kind of weird that like all your friends like, oh yeah, you know my girlfriend, and then it's like you don't really ever meet her, and it's like, oh, it's a chunk of kaiju brain. You guys are shitty friends. I'll have to check out Netflix. Part 2 is beyond horrible in comparison. Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying. Garbage. And I'll tell you, the main thing I hated was how they killed off Mako, like for no fucking reason at all. Like the whole thing of Pacific Rim was like her story. Like Pacific Rim 2 should have been all about Mako being like, you know, a hero. Yeah, Guillermo del Toro is like one of my favorite directors. I met him at a con I was doing, a horror convention I was doing in LA, and he was super nice. I talked to him for like, 15-20 minutes. I got my picture with him. He's super nice guy. Really loves art, you know. I'm like, this dude is our people. Putting some like burnt spots here. Looked like your food fight break went really well yesterday, Mr. Kimball. How did that go? Did you pull any good hits? I only saw a little bit of it because I had to take off. Whoa. One of these days, I'm going to stop hitting the stand. That is my life goal. Oh, the special effects in this film, super strong, realistic, not too strong. Yeah. Like, my friend has a 4K TV, and they got Pacific Rim for the 4K. And I was like, see, this is why I can't get this movie on 4K, because it made it look a little too cartoony. Like, being that sharp, you know? It's like in just Blu-ray, it looks like super realistic. I couldn't handle it looking cartoony. I was like, no, turn it off. Eventually, I'll get a 4K TV though. I've seen lots of movies that look really nice in 4K. I felt bad I started while you were alive. Oh yeah, no worries. Oh cool. We can only control our schedule so much. That's cool. At least you got some hits. There we go. I'm really trying to get better with get good with these brush pens, because the better I get with those, the better I get with regular pens, so I can keep the same movement. I got the other hit in the mail. Oh, cool, man. I'm glad you liked it. And I might have to do a weekend stream to catch up a little bit on like on some of these commissions I got going. I have like a sketch cover commission I got to do. Uh, that's like I think a Roy bought one, and like I might have to do like a long stream on the weekend and get that finished up. But I already set up all the streams for next week, so if you guys want to check out the schedule for next week, they're all up on upcoming live stream events on my YouTube homepage. Alright, let's get a little... Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm digging it so far. I just really wanted to draw this character. I needed a reason to. I'm sure I'm also going to draw him in the next set. A lot of UK folk watch my channel, so an earlier stream on weekends might be good for you. Yeah, that's my whole thing, is like I gotta make time on the weekends to do like a stream. And thankfully it's been growing still, so when we get a little closer to like 2,250, like I'll probably start gearing up for another giveaway closer to that. Like I want to do a giveaway like every 250 subscribers. See if that helps us get to 3,000 faster. That's my current thought process. Although I might start doing some random giveaways sooner or later. And I should be getting my cards for the next set like within a week or so. People love the give. I know they do. I got no problem doing giveaways too. I like doing them. So that's only gonna help. Now, for a while, the record store by me had tons of the Funko Pop GPKs. I should have picked some of those up to do like giveaways. All right, let's do some color here. And then let's see, let's do some light brown eyes. Darker mouth, darker mouth. There we go. That's what I was looking for. All right, let's do some more flesh tone over here. Bless you. All right. So this is a kind of a yellowy skin tone. I don't use it a lot, kind of a highlight, but I feel it kind of goes with this guy. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm gonna throw in the pink, pink cherub cheeks in a minute. But yeah, no, I'm thankful for you guys checking out the streams. We've been having pretty steady growth, you know, so that's kind of all what makes me happy, you know, as long as we get like a few new subscribers every day. You know, I gotta find some different places to like promote the streams though, you know. so it's not just the same groups over and over. So if you guys could help me out there with some ideas, I would appreciate that. I mainly promote them on Facebook, and sometimes it's hard, those get lost in the ether. Maybe I'll start posting about them on Reddit too. But I also think people will tune in to watch me work on the next set and the horror cards I got coming out for the Occulto set. I don't know. Maybe later in the year I might do something like that GPK Club does, and do like after the Kickstarter, assuming that goes well, and do like a month bi-monthly box or something where you get like a t-shirt and a print and a special card and everything for a certain price, like the membership club. Once we get more of a, build the audience more. Those are some of my like kind of long-term goals with it. By then hopefully I'll get some more artists involved too, so that's the goal, kind of make it more fun for everybody. And just throwing in a little bit of black here. Oh, thanks for the super sticker, Bobby. I appreciate that, man. I like that cat. He looks cute. Are you gonna start streaming on your streaming some art on your channel, Bobby? I've been kind of encouraging my friends, my artist friends, to like do more streaming, because I think it just helps you kind of get awareness about your art out there. Bobby B, Mr. Houdini. I'd like to eventually. I need to figure out some kind of a setup. It's not too pricey, just to start getting your hand. I mean, I think I've proven over the past couple months how I'm like a total Luddite when it comes to this stuff. I mean, basically all I got is like a $10 light rig from at home or whatever, and I got my iPhone here, so it's not too hard, Eventually I'll get fancy one day. This thing, like the thing where like you can, see me in a corner with a green screen behind me or whatever. I need a haircut first, because right now I've got like an Alan Moore crazy mountain man beard going on, if you've seen my movie reviews. Yeah, that's just kind of the way I'm looking at it. It's a good way also, I think, to Yeah, I that's that's one of the things I'm glad I started doing during the pandemic was videos. It's just I think it's just a good way to kind of keep yourself sane, but also to kind of like try to connect with other people who like art or are into the same kind of stuff you do. And this is stuff I would be doing anyway, so it's like, oh, it just kind of gives me a schedule to stick by. Since I work at home, this is what I would be doing anyway. This is pretty fun. And I'm also excited for this in the long term, like when conventions and stuff come back. They'll like be able to hopefully meet some of you guys when like if when there's a GPK con again, we can like do like a meetup live stream and stuff like that. All right, let's throwing in some action lines. Yeah, I haven't done an action line background in a minute, and it's like my favorite background to do. Now I'll throw in some like dots in the background, give it more of a pizza vibe. Pizza, pizza. I also like tacos, but yeah, pizza is good. I will say, like where I live, Arizona, there's not a lot of good mom and pop pizza places, so that's one of the things that like bums me out. When I travel, I try to get my fill of good pizza because it is rare here. The other day, I was watching HBO Max, and they have this documentary called "The Lost Cruise," and it's about the Diamond Princess, this cruise ship that was stopped in Yokohama, Japan during the pandemic, and like everybody got COVID. And it's funny because the same thing happened on the West Coast. There's another cruise ship called the Grand Princess, and that got stuck in San Francisco for like a couple months. It was like a big deal. What's funny is we were on that same cruise ship like 2 months before the pandemic broke out. And the one in Yokohama, I'm pretty sure we were also on that cruise ship because we've gone on a few cruises. It's like weird seeing that kind of stuff. It's like, Jesus, if we'd only taken a cruise like a couple months later, we might have been stuck and gotten COVID and had to live on a cruise ship for 2 months. Nightmarish. It felt bad how bad like the cruise employees don't really make anything, you know? It's like, you poor guys. I like documentaries, but man, that was like it made me sad. All right. Here we go. There's our cheesy Caesar for Trenton. I think he came out pretty good. I like the greasy yellow glow from the pizza. I like that. That came out good. I dig that a lot. It will be a while before I do another. Come to find out, Victor's patient zero had the cure the whole time. Oh, hey guys and gals. Hey Jason, what's up, man? Yeah, this one came out cool. Oh yeah, if you weren't here yesterday, so this is the this is gonna be the sketch cards that are gonna be in my horror set Occulto, and then on the back here's like a GPK evil saint version of me, I guess. That's my hair right now, except my beard is bigger, and there's a little banner and the burning heart of Atom Bomb, 25-cent cheap. Congratulations, you have a one of a kind sketch card by me. There's my Etsy store, and there's me and my girlfriend's Instagram account. We did like an interview for this horror website called Daily Dead like last month that they're gonna run this month for this indie horror month creator spotlight, because she does these really cool sculptures and I do all the GPK stuff. So when that goes up, I'll post about that too. So that should be fun to see. So now we're gonna do Cookie Cutter Cooper. I really like that Little Caesars card. That one came out fun. And then we're gonna do your the wrapper one on this one. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know. I think on Tuesday I did this little feature I might start doing every now and then. Can you do an orange border on this one? Okay, I can do that. All right, let me look at an actual GPK card here. Just so I get it right. Don't worry, I'm measuring stuff off camera. So a rainbow, only color missing from the actual rainbow. Okay. Yeah, I suck at measuring things, but you know, on the upside, most of these things are always a little off, so you know that makes it more accurate. All right, now I'll clip the overage. See, the upside of me, you know, being my age is that I remember when I was in high school, I took this class called advertising art. They even taught you how to do lettering using any kind of lettering using grids. So I'm really good at doing lettering and measuring and stuff. I just don't do it very often. I'll still say that I went to art school for a little bit, and I'll tell you, that one high school class has taught me more in my life than anything I learned in art school. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Every once in a while, you get like a few teachers that are like, I'm going to teach you some practical shit that you can use the rest of your life. I'm like, okay, that sounds good to me. All right, so we're gonna do this guy, and he's got a cookie cutter, and he's using his face as the dough, dark, but not. It's cute. Like this hat looks like a cupcake. Oh, I'm happy we haven't had any technical issues yet. Famous last words. I did that one pretty quick, actually. It's only 5:04, so nice. Maybe we'll actually have an hour-long stream this time. Yesterday's stream was like almost 2 hours long. It was crazy. And then I was like, I can't find photo reference. What in the name of God? You know, it always trips me out how, like, how are there still sealed OS 1 packs in the world? You know what I'm saying? Like, did someone just buy these boxes and never open them? Yeah, hit Spicy Tacos if you want to get a Pig and Megan on one of those Oculto cards. Message me on Facebook and we can make that happen. Jason says the Victor, the stream was cut short, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. We had multiple technical failures yesterday. So the stream like the first stream we did just died for no reason. Then the second time my iPhone like just turned off for no reason. And then it still kept going live for like 20 more minutes, like if the live stream wouldn't stop, because YouTube Studio doesn't have a feature to stop streams, and you can't log back into them, which I think are both like giant fails on YouTube's part. Like either find a way for us to re-engage in an old stream, or let us kill a stream remotely. You know. Yes, Victor, plenty of people save boxes. Some of those boxes are stored so bad they're mildewed and smell horrible. Ugh. You can only imagine. That's crazy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I have a box of Fright Flicks, but I have it propped up so that the Freddy's popping up says, "Hey, you kids want to see something gross?" Like that's on my desk right next to my GPK cards, and the whole box is full of unopened packs. So by me asking that, I am kind of being a little daft on the issue, because some people just want the display. I'm not gonna open those cards. I had tons of them when I was a kid. And the box is in really good shape. I happened to find some guy who was selling one like 5 years ago, and I bought it for $60 unopened. Now it's probably worth a lot more money. I was like at some exhibit in LA. It was called Slashback Video, and they had like a thing where they had the box there, and I was like, oh, I want to have a box just like that for display on my desk. So yeah, that's like that's one of my things. And I also have a box of Return of the Horrible that's unopened, but usually at horror cons I like sell packs of those at my table, because people don't even know Garbage Pail Kids are around, so I open them up and sell them by the pack along with my stuff. Like I did that a few years ago with Bukumi Kun. I have tons of old Coke bottles. My brother has some cool food collectibles. I have one food collectible. I went to Mexico in 2000 and was it 2018 or 2017, and I was in this place that was called Cozumel. And when we were leaving, they had like these Mexican Pepsis, and each of the Pepsi cans had was like dedicated to different luchadors. So I bought like this Pepsi can that had that was all themed out to like El Santo, and it had like it was like El Santo's mask, and then it all in Pepsi colors, and the cans all in Spanish. So I still have that. I thought that was pretty cool, because you would never see something like that here. I was like, I'm gonna buy me some luchador soda. I also have some luchador masks in my office too. Like a couple years ago, I wore one for Halloween. It's just hard because my beard is so big. I have to like pin it back to like wear one. Have you pre-ordered any of the GPK wrestling mashup figures? I was kind of tempted to get the Andre the Giant one, but no, I haven't. I'm not like super crazy on like the look of them. I mean, I know they look just like Simcoe's cards, but like I like the look of the Funko blind box mini figures, like the ones that they use in those stop motion GPK animations. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like I have like 6 of those. I have Atom Bomb and TV Stevie and New Wave Dave and Hot Scott, Nasty Nick, and Dead Ted, because those were kind of like my favorite designs. I should have gotten a Nat Nerd, but I haven't been able to find one. And a Mad Mike. I'm sure I'll run into one eventually, but I kind of like the way those look, and these don't look like those, so that's kind of why I didn't get the Super 7 ones either, because like I didn't like the look of them. I have an extra TV Stevie, so maybe I'll be able to trade for the ones that I want eventually. And every once in a while, I'm at a Walgreens, and they'll still have some like hiding around. Let's see. All right, now we'll do the little bow tie here. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, so let's get some color up on this guy. It's like, let's get some color up on this guy, yo. There we go. Oh, I like how that came out. I think this is also the same color as the bow tie. Then we'll do his little tongue here. All right, and now we'll do the straps on his apron. Yeah, like I was saying yesterday, I like this new cardstock. Lets me do straight lines with the chisel because the bleed is minimal. So that's a plus I'm enjoying. Straight lines with the chisel. Like that's a real thing. All right, and I need some gray for this cookie cutter thing. It's weird. It's been like a whole year since pandemic started, and the theater where I would run events for my day job is still closed. Day job, my actual fulfilling job. No, this is fulfilling too. My actual thing I do. Not long for the new blanks from Tops. I wonder when there will be a press release. Be interesting to see where it's going. Yeah, I know. I feel like I feel like it'll be interesting to see some samples of what the next set will be like. Hopefully that will be cool. But yeah, I think when was the 31st? Like 2 days ago. So we should be getting blanks hopefully by mid next week. Sometimes they ship early. I mean, I would hope by Monday, but I'm guessing Wednesday, Thursday at the earliest. I don't know. I feel like this time I'm gonna do the puzzles first, so I can do some really complicated, elaborate puzzles. Like that's my goal, because I feel like I've done big head puzzles like the last three sets, and those are cool. But I want to do something like really elaborate. Like so, like if somebody pulls it, they'll be like, "Oh, holy shit, this is fucking awesome," kind of thing. Um, I think we're just not allowed to talk about it. I mean, they've kind of and we kind of know, but we can't really talk about it. Absolutely, I've done a couple of food fight characters in my sketches, as I got to see some. So hopefully, we'll see something soon. Yeah, exactly. Well, I know it made me happy to see how many hits people got of my cards this set. Like I feel like Food Fight is the set that like they've really put a ton, like people who like are pulling stuff to like show it off and sell really got a ton of my cards this time. Because usually I feel like I mean, people like would pull maybe one or two hits of mine and that's it. And I'm like, what the hell happened? you know to be fair, like I always put a lot into my cards, so I think some people like do keep mine, and there is a hobby outside of the internet. But it's always like you always feel a little discouraged when you don't see your cards come up, and it's like, come on, man, seriously. But this, I saw like all my puzzles come up. I saw all my triptychs come up. I saw a ton of my singles, and it was cool that a lot of them were like in blisters, and not just in hobby boxes. So I felt like a lot of people like really like looked me up because of the set, and they were like, "Oh, so like I was their accessible front door into getting into sketches and stuff." And I thought my last set was really solid too. So like I didn't think there were a lot of duds in there. So I think most people were happy with the hits they got from me, which also makes me happy. So yeah, just got to keep up that standard of excellence. Yeah, I've seen a good few of mine too, surprising. A couple just people reaching out to me. Love that. Yeah, that's kind of why I always do my Twitter and Instagram handle is my signature, because I've had people just tag me in things who haven't reached out to me before, and then I just like reach out to them. I've even gotten a few commissions that way. I kind of want people to know who I am, so I go out of my way to make it legible. All right, there we go. I'm back. I never opened OS1 at all. Very expensive. I would bet. Yeah, I don't know that I could break old cases on air. I would kind of, I'm like one of those people who likes the look of a box, you know, and then if I had all those cards, I'd be like, you know, like, oh my gosh, what would I do with them? You know, it's hard enough to keep my recent card stuff in a good spot without like losing it. All right, here we go. Imagine if you found a perfectly centered atom bomb and you get it graded and it's like a 10. It's like, I'm all about the comedy. I bought a load of OS5 packs when I was at a convention in Rotterdam. I opened them, I got home, and the cards had an odd pink stain on them all. Oh, like the coloring on the wax pack, like bled through. They must have kept it like somewhere humid. My whole thought is with the way like the collectibles market is now, like, you know, it just makes me think some people probably have some people inside at some of these places like, psh, like how much do I gotta tip you to make sure this grades at least a 9.8 or something, you know? I'm not saying that happens. I'm just saying it would shock me if it didn't. Yeah, that would suck. But yeah, I would have to think it must have been somewhere wet or humid over the years. All right, there we go. Just giving this hat a once over. All right, now let's finish this. Yeah, it seems a little iffy to me. I know when I was younger and I was into comics, I was good at like, you know, like if somebody came in, because I used to hang out at a comic store a lot and help out there, and you know I would help. Like, what do you think this is, Victor? Like good, near mint, you know, for comics, you know, and then you'd look at stuff like the spine and be like, oh well, you know, there's some cracks in the spine and it looks like the you know the staples are rusty, like stuff like that. And it's like with cards, it used to just be like, well, the edges are you know, it's not bent and the edges are straight. You know, that's all it used to be. Now it's like printing errors. You know, it's the machine cut it slightly off. I'm like, there can't be that many tens, and that's stuff human beings can't control. If it's off centered and everything else is straight, I mean, as long as it's not terrible, it should still get a high grade in my book because that's not something you as a consumer can control. You know, and if the companies are putting out product that cannot possibly or feasibly get a 10, you know, then there's something wrong with that system, I think, you know? That's my 2 cents. But then if you do get a centered card from like, 1985, that should be like, I mean, there should be tens, like like, oh, okay. Well, that makes sense then. Oh yeah, dude, man. I'm telling you, one time I got like a card in one of these things to draw where like it was like at an angle. And then the rest of the thing was like over here. I think it was like a Star Wars card. I'm like, did somebody just go at this with a pair of scissors? It's like I can't draw on this. I don't miss drawing Star Wars cards, let me tell you. Yeah, and then it's like sometimes the artists get blamed, like, oh, why didn't they find some creative way to fix that? And I'm like, that's not my job, you know? There's only so much I can do, man. Like they want you to paint over the whole thing except the Star Wars logo. Yeah, that really pops. I like that. Let me do one thing here. There we go. That's better. Amazes me how quickly you can do them. Practice, 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 practice. So there we go. Yeah, that border came out pretty good. I dig that. I think that's the first non-black border I've done on a card. So you can that's another thing in its favor. I said flavor because I was looking at the pizza. Yeah, I think these are also the first two characters. No, these are the second and third characters I've done from Food Fight because I did the atom bomb with the blender head. Food Fight has some good characters. I'm not gonna diss that set. I liked Food Fight and Back to School. Those are two solid sets. You know, I feel like there's some characters in Back to School that could become like evergreen characters, like Atom Bomb and that, like Misty Bus. I think Misty Bus has like long-term potential. Oh yeah, and Joe Cone. So these are 3 and 4. Yeah, dude, that's a solid set, man. Those two sets are really solid. I like when we get that and it's not just oh yeah, dude. See, I'm telling you, man, sometimes my brain is gone. Yeah, that was a Spacey Stacy. So this 1, 2, 3, Joe Cone and Adam. So I've done 5 characters from Food Fight. That's pretty good. I don't think I even did 5 characters from I've done 5 characters from Back to School yet, you know. But I do think that's a good set. You know, I like sets that introduce new characters or do like interesting spins on existing ones. We don't always have to have, I think, the same characters all the time. Yeah, I'm also glad Topps has given this set a little breathing room because that was the thing I think Mr. Kimball agrees with me because we've talked about this. that 35th got buried essentially because like they released like Chrome at the same like exact like a week apart from it, so it's like, oh well, nobody's really gonna buy this set, you know. I mean, some people did, but it was just like you didn't hear a lot of people talk about it, is what I'm saying, you know. And then like the unofficial quote unquote 35th set was Untold Stories, which only I think like, even though the whole thing was like sketch cards, they only had like a handful of people working on it, you know. So that also bummed me out. Oh yeah, Sapphire, because yeah, everybody like, oh well, why do we need Chrome when we can get Sapphire and get this try to get this $20,000 Atom Bomb card that, like, somebody help me out here. Nobody's found that card still, right? Even though like Blowout Cards has like 9 million boxes of it supposedly. Somebody like, I know they've found like the Nasty Nick and a few of the other cards. You know, but that, you know, it you know, right now, like, you know, we're kind of in a speculator market, I feel like right now, so who knows, you know. It's like, I think the people who will be rewarded in the long term are the fans. Then the street set, and they still do all the online stuff. If Food Fight has enough great cards, you were actually talking about it. Nope, no one has found the Atom Bomb yet. Yeah. Yeah, I liked Beyond the Streets, actually. I thought they had some really clever gags in there. Um, what bums me out is we're not allowed to draw any of the Beyond the Streets versions of characters in retail sets. And I'm like, come on, man, seriously? They're just like, you know, I know they look really cool. I'll have to, and then I just have to do the OS1 pack, and then you'll have the nice little collection there. Yeah, I really like how Little Caesar came out with Cheesy Caesar. Actually, all three of them look cool. I'm pretty happy with that. I was having issues with this one. I've never drawn this character before, you know, so it was like, okay, why are the hands like weird strings with balls at the end? You know, but I think overall it came cool. I like the shading on the skin and stuff. So I always like to have fun with the shading, so it should be cool. But yeah, overall, I think that was a good stream. Good stream. I enjoyed it tremendously, and we didn't have any technical problems, which also warms my heart. So I'll be back on Tuesday. Next week we're gonna do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I can probably sell these for 500, right? Yeah, we'll talk about that scenario someday on one of these streams. Um, yeah, I think this was a good week of drawings. So I think we don't. Yeah, we have stuff lined up for next week too. But if you guys, yeah, I think the Spacey one came out really cool. We have stuff lined up for most of the days. They look great on the new cards too. I know. I like that logo. It pops, man. I like green. So, you know. I know. I ended up really liking that. It comes out cool. It looks really poppy. It actually kind of blends in really well with the drawing too. So, but yeah, we might have some more real kids in the works. We'll see. Next week, I don't know. Great cards always. The Colto is growing on me. Oh, cool, man. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's just like pop. I like the pop in your face. You know, it just looks like a cool stamp. You know, and then this way I don't really have to worry about Tops. You know, at me. I like how I give like Tops like Charlie Brown parent voice. Tops are good people. They want you to have all the cards. But yeah, next week we're gonna have a lot more drawing. We're gonna have some more fun stuff to talk about. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Set a reminder for your Twitter or your YouTube account. And if you want to get a commission, next week is a good time to do it. Logo looks real good. I wasn't sold at first, but bump. Yeah, I think once you see it with a bunch of different colors, it just pops. And it kind of looks like a comic book logo, like Savage Dragon or Spider-Man. But I'm glad you like it. Like I said, my whole goal is to keep it interesting and not kind of boring. So I'm always kind of play around with the card layouts, because here I'll give you guys an example. I won't kill the stream yet. I just want to show something. So I worked for Fright Rags doing this Evil Dead card set. And let me see if I can find one of these. I didn't have too many left. Where are they? I still have some like fully finished Walking Dead returns hanging out in this box. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mix it up. Like, this was my first one. This was just one I never finished. I always have ones I never finish. And I have like these little random ones. They even have like wacky packages ones I've never finished. Like that one's an atom bomb. There's another atom bomb I need to finish at some point. There's like a weird Wendy one I need to finish. Oh wow, thanks for the tip, man. I appreciate that. Another atom bomb wacky packages I need to finish. Another atom bomb wacky packages I need to finish. Yeah, I did a lot of wacky packages. So I was just like, oh yeah, here it is. So I did these Evil Dead cards for Fright Rags, and I was really excited. And then look at how, yeah, I know, right? Well, the thing is, I had to draw something. Topps always has these funny rules, so I had to send these back to them, and they couldn't be blank. So I just drew something on them. So I was like, well, I'll just draw Atom Bomb on them, and then I'll erase it and draw something else, because I only did Garbage Pail Kid wacky packages, But at some point, yeah, well, they make him too much, and then like the problem is like he's always in short supply, I don't think a lot of the Atom Bomb variations are really like that clever either. But this was this is an official sketch card for Evil Dead wacky packages. I like that sticker too. Just says sketch card, Evil Dead, duh. And then you flip the back. It's like this design isn't really all that clever. Like I could design, like it could have just been this, like up here and her down here. Like the rest, like sketch card, it seems kind of like derpy, And like this, like this stock isn't even great. Like I could print better stock than this, So that's what kind of like why you kind of have to be careful sometimes. Like research your stock a little bit before you kind of invest in the sketch cards. But I like the Evil Dead stuff, and I was happy to work on it. Bobby says, I'm in the process of designing my own personal card, something you leave the front completely blank for the art, having everything information-wise and signature on the back. I would still have something on the front, even if it's just like your initials or a little logo in a corner, just so people won't think like if you're showing it off that it's just like blank, like the blank personal sketch cards you get at like Michael's or Dick Blick. Like, put something on there like that makes it, even if it's just like a signature block, and like put it at an angle or something. Because I almost did the signature block at an angle because I think that might be cool. Yeah, just put something on there that helps your branding, or even if it's just like your like print your like your YouTube channel or your social stuff, Make it easy for people to find you. That's the one thing I think I posted it once in the Tops Artist group. Like, there's so many people whose like signature is literally like, you know, like, and then people post in the groups like, who is that? You know, because it's like you want people to find you easily. You know, just switch it up. You know, because it's not like Tops pays us all that much. You know, you want people to pay you, you know, to like, or not pay you. You want people to get commissions from you and build your brand up or your name. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would say, you know, because it's like, you know, that's kind of almost the way I do it. Because, like, you know, like what Tops pays artists for sets is like not that much. I remember I did this set for Fright Rags, right? By Scribble. That's hilarious. Dude, I got paid for this set. I got paid $5 a card. Just put that in comparison. Like, you know, if I did like, you know, $5 a card is good because say you're doing like 80 cards. I mean, that's like, you know, pretty good actually, you know, like versus what I think most people know what Tops pays people per card. And then that's like, you know, it's like $1 and change or something, you know. And that's a lot of work, but I don't do it for the Tops money. And I know there's a lot of artists too who don't ever actually invoice Tops because they just do it for the blanks so that they can, you know, make commissions or get their name out, you know? I think, you know, and that's kind of like, you know, when I only wanted to work on Garbage Pail Kids because that's the brand I like. You know, and I did wacky packages because I also have designer friends who like, oh, you should work on that too, you know? But then, like, they threw a lot of that at me, and I was like, I don't really want to do this anymore. And now I got a nice deal where, like, I pretty much only get invited to Garbage Pail Kid retail sets, although I would do online ones if I got in there too, you know, because I just don't like doing, I don't like doing Star Wars cards anymore. Because you can do really nice ones and no one will buy them because the market is so like, you know, so what's the word? Full, like not full. That's not the word I'm looking for. But essentially something like that. There's just too much product out there, you know. And I've done some like nice Star Wars cards, you know. I've done some like nice Walking Dead cards, you know. And it's like every once in a while I sell some of these, you know. And then I did this one. This is a Christopher Lee one that I did along with one. God, what's the other guy? Grand Moff Tarkin. And the guy, this guy who found me because I put these on my Etsy store, and he's like, he like paid me like stupid money for the Grand Moff Tarkin because all he collects is Grand Moff Tarkin. But essentially, I just did this card because I knew people would buy this from me at a horror con because Christopher Lee is a good horror actor or a well-known horror actor, and I've done lots of Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing sketch cards that I end up selling at horror conventions because people want art of them. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, you know. But it's like that's just the thing. So I kind of, you know, and then there's like the people who will do like all their return cards are just going to be Boba Fett because Boba Fett's like the character that sells no matter what, you know. And I've done Boba Fett cards just to do that before because people can like, oh, will you do Boba Fett at a convention before? And I'm like, yeah, fine, because I'm just killing time at a convention, you know. But he's not a character like I particularly like enjoy drawing. He's just like a bucket capped dude, you know. I also like have these cards, which I like. These are from you know, this is the official, well, the unofficial Garbage Pail Kids con in Vegas. They didn't do it this year, and they did it this year. That was the last con I did before the world shut down. So all the artists get like, I have a good amount of these too, so I should probably do some of these on the stream sometime. These are Gross Card Con originals. So I feel like this logo should be in color, because the only downside, I know these cards are rad. The only downside is because I always try to color this in, is the ink on this cardstock, it bleeds. So if I did a color, it'll drag the black with it. So like you either have to like kind of like be really careful coloring it, or just like kind of leave it alone. But I do like the border, so this is another thing you could kind of do, Bobby, is do like a border and then maybe like a little name logo or something, because that's an idea I thought of doing before. But yeah, these are actually really good. They hold color well. I just haven't been commissioning these out that much, because I've been doing my own card stock. That's me talking. What's that phrase? Talking shop or inside baseball. Yeah. Color pencils would actually be good for that. The other thing, because I was saying that the other day, is I might, like, once I get some of my cards done, like, to this point, I might go in with color pencils and just do additional details. Because I saw one of my friends who's also a card artist does that, and I was like, oh, I never really thought of doing that. But that would be good to get some additional details in on certain cards, kind of give it that Indiana Jones movie poster artist vibe. What's his name? Struzan. So, I don't know. It's just stuff I'm thinking about. But anyway, I don't want to talk your ears off, because I know there's probably other streams going on. But like I said, I'll be on again on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week working on stuff. And if you want to get a sketch, just hit me up. Even if you want to get a sketch on these, I charge a little bit more for that, but because I don't have a ton of them left. But we can make that happen. Anyways, thanks you guys for listening to me. And I always kind of want to be like as transparent as I can with you when I talk about stuff. So this is our little community, trying to make it happen. So I hope you guys had fun watching me draw and listen to me talk about stuff. And I will talk to you all later. And in the meantime, stay safe. Don't get COVID. And I hope you find some good hits. All right, Victor. Great stream. Catch you next week. Cool, man. You too. Fist bump. Yep, thanks, Trenton. I enjoyed all the cards. Thanks, Victor. Catch you Tuesday. Cool, man. I'll catch you Tuesday, too. Like I said, somebody was asking me about a pagan Megan. Just message me on Facebook. Bye, everybody. Yep, bye, everybody. All right, I'm going to kill the stream now. So you guys have fun. I'll talk to y'all later.